Welcome to Techstination. Joining us is Scott Bushaw, CEO of a company called Hans, H-A-N-S. Thank you for joining us, Scott.
Fred, thank you for having me.
You're tackling a problem that all of us run into all too frequently. I'll let you give us the overview of what Hans is all about.
Right. So Hans is the world's first dual-sided cleaner for all of today's touchscreens. So that's smartphones, tablets, computer touchscreens, car touchscreens, and the covers and cases that house those devices as well. And what I mean by dual-sided is on one side of Hans is a cleaning applicator, and you actually swipe the surface you're cleaning with that side, and it applies a cleaning solution. And on the other side is a polishing sheet that you swipe the wetted surface with, and it removes any remaining residue. And this enables a visual and microscopic clean, all from one conveniently sized product, which is Hans.
So is it disinfecting, or what's it doing here?
We are not able to say disinfecting. The government does not allow you to say that. But we did build Hans from the ground up for this very specific use of cleaning these dirty screens and devices. So we made it work a very specific way. The cleaning side is antimicrobial, and the polishing side is antibacterial. But we're not allowed to say sanitize or kills germs or anything like that. So we mainly remove the grime that the germs and everything live in on these surfaces. So if they're not properly cleaned, they actually host these germs for up to a week and a half. They breed on top of the cell phones and tablets in this grime, and actually the heat from the devices themselves create the environment for them to breed even further. So we completely clean off all of that grime, take it away, and put it onto an antibacterial and antimicrobial surface, such as the polishing sheet.
Now, people might wonder, okay, can't I just use a Kleenex with some hand sanitizer or something like that? So tell us what the difference is here.
Yeah, I mean, I used to use single-use wipes, and I felt bad for creating the waste that I was every time I was cleaning. And I'm not sure if you've used them, but sometimes they leave a very sticky residue behind. So after you've cleaned them, you still need to clean the device with, let's say, a bottle and rag for a visual clean. So I thought something like Hans existed on the marketplace, but I could not find anything like it. So that's kind of what started us down this path. And sustainability and reusability were our main drivers, on top of, trying to condense the conveniences of single-use wipes and a bottle and rag into one device. So the sustainability part, we're pretty proud of. We along with our customers, of course, have saved the world roughly 5 million single-use wipes from being used and discarded by people using Hans and refilling Hans as they go.
Neat. So how many uses is the Hans swipe good for?
So Hans holds into the hundreds of uses per every time you fill it up, but Hans is refillable, so it will last indefinitely. And also that equates to a cheaper price per clean as you refill, because you're only purchasing once and you're refilling as you go. So the price per clean actually comes down to below a penny with just a couple refills.
Tell us about the need for this. You got into it a little bit, but a lot of us, there are some people who might say, well, I'm the only one who ever touches my phone, for instance. But for many of us,
right.
Parents and grandparents, you've got 6-month-olds to 18-year-olds right. Passing phones around, et cetera, et cetera.
Right. A lot of our customers are actually families who do have devices that get passed around in the family. So, just in general, our screens are incredibly dirty. There's some studies that have been done that they're about 20 times dirtier than a public restroom toilet seat. And these are things you're touching throughout the day constantly. And everything you touch, you transfer onto your phone. And then once you touch the phone in a couple hours, it transfers back to your hands. So just cleaning as you go throughout the day makes a lot of sense to cut down the germs you're introducing onto the phone and then getting back on your hands, and vice versa. So cleaning makes sense once in a while for everybody, just because with use, you're just adding to the grime, every time you pick up your device.
Well, tell us a little bit about your background and what the moment was when you decided and how to create this product.
Right. My background is in, funny enough, the film industry. I'm from Los Angeles, so I worked at a couple startups, film related, and nothing to do with cleaning is kind of the funny thing about that, because like I said, I was using the single use wipes. So, and then I started to feel guilty, and doing the research and development got me into how cleaning works, how sanitizers work. I actually wrote a patent on a hand sanitizer before Hans, so I was kind of familiar with that, but not professionally. So Hans allowed me to kind of jump back into that space and use the knowledge of what actually makes an effective cleaner work, and then how to apply that to sustainable clean that I was after as a consumer.
Tell us about pricing and availability.
Pricing, the units start at $14.95, and we also have bundles that come with the extra cleaning solution at $22.95. And it's available at hans-swipe.com and Amazon. And we are in some small retailers throughout the U.S., but those are the major channels where you can buy online.
Again, it's Hans, Hans hyphen swipe.com. Scott Bushaw, thank you for taking the time with us.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me.
Now this. How many companies out there have continued to innovate when it comes to building a better radio? I'm Fred Fishkin, host of Techstination, and I'm here to tell you about the new CC Skywave SSB radio from the wonderful people at C. Crane. Bob and his crew really love radio, and it shows in this new compact model that is packed with features. Beyond great AM and FM reception and sound, you can tune into shortwave signals from around the world, listen to ham radio operators, aviation, and more. It's the radio you'll turn to every day, and in emergencies. It will run for nearly 3 days on just 2 AA batteries. Pair the sleep timer with the new Soft Speaker 3, and you've got the perfect radio for your nightstand. Of course, it can wake you up too. Click on C. Crane at Techstination.com and put in the code Techstination for a free flashlight with your order. They love radio, and you'll love C. Crane.